Okay.
I got this under control today. And I got a gigantic bottle of vodka, too.
Whoa. Way to be on top of everything, Rich. That's awesome.
For once.
I know there's something we're neglecting.
I'm
that
sure
we
there
won't find
is.
out till halfway through the episode.
We're gonna listen to the recording and find out like my mic wasn't on or something. Anyway, so welcome to Drunk Tech Support.
Welcome to Drunk Tech Support. I'm Jay.
What's with the hair? Oh, I'm Rich. Now, what's with your hair?
When is there nothing going on with my hair, Rich?
This is true, but you get like this emo blue stripe thing going on.
You know, like it's better than when it was all blue.
I liked it when it was all blue.
I did too, but I bought this brand called Splat.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stay in your hair. No matter how many times I wash my hair, it's like blue. The water's blue coming off my head.
Yeah,
and
that's why when I did the blue, like the next day it was gone because it just washed out.
Yeah, it sucks. And so, like I've ruined pillows because it just leaks onto my pillow at night. And then anytime I put gel in my hair, I pull my hand back. It's like solid blue.
Wow.
So I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going back to black.
Probably a good idea.
But I left the stripe. And ew, no, emo sucks. I'm not emo.
So what do you call it? Golf?
Can you even feel me? Staring at the sun at me. What?
You should do a anal cunt knockoff band that makes fun of emo.
Oh God. I'm trying to post that we're live on my Facebook.
You could just share
Not
the
that
live
that matters, but we
video.
did get some subscribers.
We did.
I guilt tripped everybody.
2. And
So
we
that
got
was a
them on the
plus.
day where you were at the bar with your brother. So I was under
Where'd
the
you go, Rich?
impression. What?
Hello.
You can hear me?
My whole fucking browser freeze up.
I didn't change anything over here.
Hello.
Hello! Can you hear me? Nothing? Technical difficulties. Can you hear me now?
I reconnect. Like it just starts a whole new call.
Yeah, I know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
What was
Technical
that?
difficulty averted. I'm blaming Mr. Zuckerberg, personally.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg.
I will say, though, like, we've had good luck the last 3 weeks. We've done the pod. We used Facebook Messenger for video for you.
It's called Meta Messenger.
Oh, sorry, Meta Messenger. And
He's got like a Kermit the Frog voice. I was trying to like do a Zuckerberg
like
face
DJ.
swap, and he's like, "Sweet baby Rays, hi."
Sweet baby Rays.
I've given up trying to find a face swap. I'm thinking that due to legal reasons, it doesn't exist anymore. Like you can't just pick a photo on your phone and have that swap your face with it.
That just seems weird. I don't know.
Because you know, Instagram and Snapchat face swap videos look so believable.
Right.
That's where deepfake came from.
Right.
It's so annoying. Like, because I just want to do stupid videos where, like, your face is over my face and I can make fun of you. But you can look up celebrity filters. That's how I did the Mark Zuckerberg one.
But it wasn't very good.
No, of course it's not.
I was surprised. Like, it's like when you were talking, it only moved like once or twice. But I don't know. It's a bunch of bullshit.
I gotta step out because my back door's locked.
Oh, wonderful.
So vamp.
I can't vamp. I suck at it. It's ridiculous. Vamp, he says. I'm just gonna sit here like an idiot. That's what I do best. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. So anyway, it's Friday. I have a cold. I've been out of work for 2 days.
Is it COVID, Rich?
It's not COVID, but I'm powering through for the pod, for the sake of the pod.
Oh. For all of our listeners out there, Rich is doing it for you.
All of the listeners. All of the listener.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, I can full screen my video now.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Meta. That is a dumb... I'm like... I really want to do a video about it.
Yeah.
Or a topic on the show. It's so stupid looking. They're putting all these videos out now to market it.
Yeah. And it's like they shouldn't have to sell it that badly.
It's like welcome to the Meverse.
Yeah. I feel like if you have to sell it that hard, maybe it's not a product that people want.
No. Absolutely. Ugh. I cleared out my living room. I might actually start using my Oculus. And yes, it's an Oculus.
Yes, I know.
Because I have a non-rebranded Oculus.
Before the Meta.
Yeah.
BM.
What?
Before Meta.
BM. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Man, so can I fucking bitch about Apple for a minute? Because I've been waiting all week to do this.
You're going to bitch about Apple?
Yep.
Wow, I don't know how to feel about that.
So, Apple's changed their products quite a bit over the years, and now we have a new file system, APFS, and new processors with the M1s and M2s.
Yes. Is this going to culminate with you complaining about the baby blue not being available?
Oh, no. I did just break down and buy a silver iPhone 14 Pro, so it just won't be here till the end of October. But
everyone's got an iPhone 14 but me.
Yeah, and they stopped production. They're like ramping it down because they don't think they're going to sell as much as they thought. So, anyway. So,
go ahead.
I've got an M1 MacBook Pro, and I love it. It's a great device. But I cheaped out and I bought a 256 gig hard drive. Because I was like, this isn't my main computer.
That's out now?
Yeah. I was like, it's not my main computer.
Oh, you're talking about desktop or your laptop?
My laptop. My laptop, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty low.
But it's not my daily driver. It's just something I use to get on the internet if I got to pay bills or, little stuff. I'm not doing editing and stuff. That's all done on my iMac.
Well, you should be doing all that.
Right. So, the other day, I tried to run the update for the latest version of Monterey. And I couldn't do it because it said I needed 24 gigs free. And I was like, holy shit, I filled up my hard drive. So I started panicking and deleting things that, I hadn't used in a while. And then I looked and my space hadn't changed at all. It still said I needed 25 gigs. And I was like, what is going on here? So I looked and I right clicked on the hard drive and went to more info, and it said I had like 120 gigabytes free, but 90 gigabytes were purgeable.
The system. Oh.
Purgeable. So it's caching things in the hard drive and not deleting them, and in deleting them as it needs space for other things.
Is that like for data protection in case you accidentally delete something?
I haven't been able to find anything on why they do it, so my assumption is it's just a cache for speed purposes, but I honestly don't know what their reasoning was. But I think
Like a page file?
it's sort of like a page file, but it's not a file. It's like a culmination of like the cache folder and just various caches throughout your system.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get rid of it at all. Like nothing I did worked. I did their optimize your storage, and I deleted all the old stuff that I haven't used in a while, and I still had 90 gigabytes of purgeable. Yeah. So I did some research and I found a fix, and it actually worked. I had to create a 100 gigabyte file on my desktop, just a text file, 100 gigabytes, through the terminal. What? And then it immediately deleted everything to make room for the file, and then I just deleted the file and it was gone.
This sounds like Apple innovation.
It's mind blowing.
As much as I hate Apple, I will say, well, that's your dumbass fault for only having a 256 gig drive.
But I had 100 gigs free almost.
Okay. Just saying.
Just saying.
Can you does CCleaner exist for Apple?
I don't know.
I use that to clean up so much crap.
I've kind of lost interest in CCleaner because they just like have nags and shit now, and it annoys me. So.
Oh, I bought it.
Oh, of course you did. You're that guy. We learned that about YouTube.
Now that I know. Now that I have like disposable income, I'm actually like buying a lot of the software I used to pirate.
Ah.
And yeah, I haven't paid YouTube yet. I'm still on their I think they had a 6-month free trial or something.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Well, anyway, so that was my bitch about Apple for the week. It was so frustrating because I knew I had the space.
Have they said anything about this? Is there articles, people complaining about this on the internet?
There was a few, but not as many as I'd expect. I mean, to me, it seemed like a bug in the OS. It's supposed to clear the cache to make room for stuff, but it couldn't even do a software update.
Yeah.
Like, if anything's going to work...
It's their software. You figure they would know about that.
Exactly. If anything's going to work, it should be their software.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Annoying, but I fixed it. But the average person's not going to create a 100 gigabyte file just to clear their purgeable space. Like, there has to be a manual fix somewhere. Or they can fix the bug, whichever.
Or the problem doesn't happen often enough that anyone even really pays attention to it.
I don't understand why it happened in the first place. Like, when you're in IT, you want to look for root cause, and I can't figure out what the root cause is here. Like,
right.
I have no idea why. And right now, on my iMac, I have 14.4 gigabytes of purgeable data.
The Purge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry your buddy's not here. He'd probably have something.
Andy may know, actually, because
to say.
He's got people that he knows that still work there, so...
Yeah. I've never come across it. But I haven't worked at a Mac place in like 5 years, so.
Yeah. Well, it was annoying, and I figured it out, so I'm happy now, but shouldn't have happened in the first fucking place. That's what I said.
Yeah. Dude, what's up with all the... Have you seen all the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff?
Yeah, they got a new Netflix show.
It's like memes.
I started watching it, and it was like unsettling. Like, and I know the Dahmer story. Like, it's not like I'm going into it like, who's this guy? And then I'm like, oh my god, no, it was like disturbing on another level.
Was it graphic?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. And it's something about the guy that plays Dahmer, I guess.
He does a good job, let me say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We watched the first episode, and then neither me or my wife have been able to bring ourselves to watch the second one yet.
I don't like watching that kind of stuff.
Typically, we don't either. We like stuff that's funny or
like Seven. Like I've seen Seven, but I have no interest in watching it again.
Yeah. You know, like, I will say you recommended For All Mankind on Apple TV.
Yes.
And we've watched the entire first season and then 3 episodes of the second season already.
Oh, awesome!
And it's fantastic.
It is so good.
I love alternate reality, alternate history timeline type stuff, and they did such a good job. Like,
it's great. They fit the woke stuff in there.
Yeah,
without like shoving it in your face.
Yeah,
and it works perffully.
Yeah, and well, like, it was very real. I mean, when you say the woke stuff, they approach
it gets woker.
They approach homosexuality, but they did it in a way that was real. Like, this is
like
really
based on
what
the time.
This is really what people had to deal with during this decade. And
I forgot you're only spoilers. A lot more.
I'm only in the 90s right now.
So yeah, the only dude, the end of season 1 when the fucking rocket comes out of the water.
Yeah.
Like the little cliffhanger, I was like, "Oh my god!" Season 2 wasn't out yet, so I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta see season 2."
And again, spoiler alert, but that was because it was a nuclear rocket, so they needed it to be like safe
over water in case
if something happened.
I recommend anyone out there who hasn't seen it, like sci-fi. This is like
really liked Pathfinder, like the design of it. It was like a futuristic version of our existing space shuttle program, like, but it was nuclear powered, and it was sleek and it was badass. I love that show. I love it. It was funny because we watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and Brittany was like, "I'm not really into it. You can go ahead and watch it without me." And then I didn't watch it without her. The next night we started watching more, and then like the next day she was into it again.
Oh, good.
And it's got some really emotional parts too that kind of like hit you. You're like, ooh, damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good drama in it too.
It's a good show, all around, great show. So
thumbs up.
So I can bitch about Apple and their purgeable data, and then I can give them a kudos for having a good show.
All right, that's on Apple TV.
Yes.
I give kudos to Ron Moore because he's a really good writer. And this is like his own show that he developed. He wrote a lot of like the best episodes of Star Trek.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that. But
and he did Battlestar Galactica, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, so tonight is
yes, he did. Yeah, he did the 2006 Battlestar Galactica, which I love, and you haven't seen.
No, I haven't.
He's just a great writer.
So, I have some sort of Elon Musky news. I don't know if it justifies a segment, but you know how Tesla has AI Day every year, where they showcase developments in AI and stuff like that. Well,
I heard they're going to be unveiling their stupid robot soon.
Yeah, that's where I was getting at with it. They're going to introduce Optimus to the world at AI Day. I think today actually was the day it was supposed to happen. But anyway,
we can make that musky minutes when it does.
When it happens,
yeah, and hopefully this time it's not some paid dancers doing the robots.
Yeah, hopefully it's a real robot this time and not somebody dressed up and.
He's a tool, man.
A little bit. So, yeah,
I saw some clip. It was from The Simpsons. Because they've done everything. They meet Elon Musk in an episode.
Yeah.
And then, like, Homer, for some reason, wants to kill him. I didn't see the episode. I just saw the clip. Like, kill him! And then Lisa's like, no, Dad, that's Elon Musk, the greatest inventor of our time.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, are you serious?
He... not him, but Tesla announced that they're pausing all of their plans to develop batteries in Germany now because they want to do it in the U.S. so they can get tax credits.
Oh.
So he's also been all over the news because his text messages got released.
Yeah, I saw an article. I didn't read it, but I saw that they his texts show how he like tried to back out of the.
Nothing in his text messages has surprised me yet. Like I'm like, yeah, that sounds like him.
Does he just like does he use like dick emojis when he's having like professional conversations and stuff?
No, not that I saw, but that's that's what I would see. I would expect. So.
God.
Yeah.
Damn it. So I guess Tesla trunks leak. Is that a thing?
Really?
I don't know. I thought maybe you would know more because
no,
I don't care. Oh. Well, he posted something. He's like the Tesla truck has been designed so it can act as a boat for short periods of time, and then somebody made a comment. They're like I'm not gonna trust your truck because like your fucking Tesla's you can't even like waterproof a trunk or something like. So I was like, is there an issue with the trunks?
Perhaps.
I don't know. I don't read the news. I've done absolutely no research this week.
So, well, I do have another item I wanted to talk about, and I know usually you're the one that brings up game stuff because I'm not as big of a gamer as you are.
That's also why I don't have any like real information or topics. I've been like playing Deathloop and
me too, all week. I've been playing Deathloop, and then I beat GTA 4, so I went back to GTA San Andreas.
Yeah.
So I've been switching between San Andreas and Deathloop, but Deathloop is fucking fun, but it's frustrating because if you die, you got to do everything all over again because time loops.
Oh my god! When Juliana spawns in, I have like a mini heart attack. Especially if I'm like doing something I like really need to do when I go into a level.
So I'm waiting for this game to come out. It's going to be available on Game Pass, so we will get it for free. We won't have to pay $60 for it. But it was created by the people that made Rick and Morty.
Oh, I seen it.
And it's called High on Life.
I think I've seen it.
So
it's like you get the alien guns,
selling
right?
Humans as drugs. You're the only one that can stop them. You realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
Yeah. It looks pretty badass.
Leave me here in what, space?
Everybody lives in space, including you. All right.
Yeah, it looks like
you gotta help me rescue my friends. They're
Outer Worlds.
Like
meets Cyberpunk meets Rick and Morty.
Yeah. It looks fun. Like it looks like it's gonna be funny and.
I don't like that the guns talk, but I like a little bit of realism in my games.
Yeah, well. I'll play this and you can play Deathloop. How's that?
Okay.
I think it's gonna be cool. It looks fun. It looks entertaining.
Yeah. Well, they had some other games that I wasn't really interested in playing, like Trevor versus the Universe or something like that.
Yeah.
They made some other games, and one of them's 3D, I think. You use the Oculus.
Squanch games.
Squanch.
Squanch.
I'm squanching here.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it.
When does that come out?
December, I believe, if I remember right.
December. So I dropped $70 on the Modern Warfare 2 open beta.
Yeah.
So I could play a little bit of it, and I was really ticked to find out that it's not a remake of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
they like rebooted Modern Warfare. I never played Modern Warfare 1, so when they released it a few years ago, I just assumed it was like a one-for-one remaster of the original game.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like a reboot. So Modern Warfare 2 is a sequel to the reboot of Modern Warfare. That's why none of the maps looked familiar to me when I was playing. I was like, "What are did they add new maps?" Like,
so they rebooted it, and then they did a sequel to the reboot, but not to the original.
Correct.
That's weird.
And I'm like so confused because I've said this many times. Modern Warfare 2 was like my favorite Call of Duty game, and I was so looking forward to playing it. So I have no idea how. I don't really play the storylines, but I have no idea how the storyline even goes. But does not look like my Modern Warfare 2, which pisses me off.
I played it when it was the open beta, and then after midnight that day. What was it? Tuesday.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't play it anymore. So.
Yeah, I know, because I like bought it on Friday, and then it was over on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, I wish I had waited and not dropped the money on it.
Yeah.
Ugh. But at least they're not shoving that Warzone crap down your throat. So far.
So
the
far.
Modern Warfare 1, they're like, play our Fortnite clone. Come on, play their Fortnite. Go to the store. Oh, that was something I didn't like about Modern Warfare 2. When you go into multiplayer, it drops you directly in the store. It doesn't even go into multiplayer mode.
Really?
You literally have to scroll up to get away from the store and
That's annoying.
And play online. I'm like,
it's kind of the same thing with GTA 5 now. When you go in, it brings you directly to the online universe with all the different.
And we talked about this. They changed the icons for the games on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So like GTA 5 isn't the cover of GTA 5.
GTA
it's the
online
icon. And I skip right past it when I see it. I'm like, I don't want to play online.
Yeah.
So I don't even think about. I don't even associate it with the game anymore. I'm like, oh, that's just online. I don't want to play that. Yeah. Same with Halo and some other games. Modern Warfare 1 did that too. Everyone with their freaking. Everyone's following EA's.
Well, love them or hate them, they're like one of the biggest game developers ever, and they've sucked up all the little ones that were any good. So, they're the ones to copy, I guess.
No, I figured if Microsoft bought Treyarch, they would have had some class, but it seems like they're still just letting them do whatever they want. Where you have to have like a separate account for their servers.
Yeah. I'm sick of that. We vented about this multiple times on the pod, so I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I'm sick and tired of every game having its own goddamn login.
Yeah.
And I can't just get on Xbox Live and play with you or some, like...
Right. I was playing Red Dead Redemption, and they made a companion app that you can download on your tablet and actually, see the map of the game.
Yeah.
Same way Fallout did that with the Pip-Boy. Fallout 1, the Fallout 1 works fine. It just detects that you're playing the game on your home network and connects. This one requires that you log into Rockstar account, and then I don't even know if my Xbox is synchronized to my Rockstar account. I couldn't find my game.
I don't think there's any way to do it in your Xbox. It's each individual game you have to log in, even if it's the same Rockstar account. I'm pretty sure it's specific to that game.
Super annoying.
Yep.
Anyway, found out the app doesn't even work. They make all these cool little side. I like the idea of having something that can interact with the game. On my tablet while I'm playing. The Pip-Boy thing was awesome.
Yeah.
And you have to do.
I remember you talking about that on the pod, and it was at the time I'd never seen anything like it. It was pretty damn cool. But
I like shit like that. I like games that utilize multiple monitors.
Yeah.
Which they don't anymore.
No, there was a space game or something that you played that was like that. I forget.
Yes, Star Trek Armada 2.
Yeah.
There's a list. There's actually a Wikipedia entry for games that just support 2 screens.
Yeah. It seems like a no-brainer. A lot of people have multiple monitors.
Well, I thought it was the opposite. Not everyone had multiple monitors.
Well, nowadays, I think most people do, unless it's somebody who's not really serious about their computer, in which case they're probably not playing big games like that anyway. So, but what do I know? I'm not a marketing guy. Maybe it's not a good market.
That dual screen market, that's a shitty market.
Apparently.
But yeah, you have to tell us how that game is.
Yeah, I will. I'm looking forward to it.
I guess if it's on Xbox, I'll play it if it's free.
Yeah, it is. It'll be on Game Pass. Google was in the news twice this week. Once for good news and once for bad news.
Oh no.
Yeah. So they announced that they're going, like most other companies, they're not the only one doing it, but their Google Fiber is going to start offering multiple gigabit internet. And before long, they're hoping to have 100 gigabit to the house, which is pretty cool. I don't have a use for it. I don't even need a gigabit. Like, I barely use like 300 megs, but it's cool. If you have the need, it'll be nice.
Yeah, you can download files in like
split second,
nanoseconds.
But on the flip side, they announced they're shutting down their Stadia video game service, the cloud-based gaming service. Apparently, it didn't pick up at all. Nobody's using it.
I barely know what that is.
Well, I know we talked about it at one point way back, and it was kind of a trend at the time.
I did hear us talk. We talked about that, and we're like, I mean, the lag's going to be atrocious. It's going to be unplayable.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
That's
I remember
what we
that.
said. But
never even looked into it.
Apparently, there's not as big a market for it as they thought, as anybody thought. I really honestly thought there would be, because there's people like me that don't spend enough money on their computer, and to have
I guess
service.
if you're that into gaming on your computer, you usually shell out for the good system. Dude, I saw a graphics card in the wild the other day.
Ooh.
I was at Best Buy. They had one NVIDIA GeForce 3080, whatever the newest one is.
Oh my god!
And it was like under $400.
It's amazing.
I was shocked. There was a shelf that was completely empty with like prices for all the different graphics.
I feel like they've got to get better, because a lot of these cryptos are turning to systems that don't require as much power to mine like they did before, which is why people were snatching up GPUs. So, I mean, they're not all that way yet, but as time progresses, and it's a proven method.
And I guess people don't want to buy graphics cards if they know they've been used for mining.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think of the use they're getting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're using it probably at its max constantly.
Right. Yeah. So when I see people selling them online, I'm like, I don't trust it.
Yeah. It's funny, I mean, everything has its lifespan. Like, it's going to die eventually, and so I understand why you wouldn't want a used GPU that was used for mining.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, like average use, I think you'd be fine. Like, a used GPU is fine if it wasn't used for mining, Yeah. Personally.
No, I've had used GPUs. You sent me one.
Yeah.
It was a piece of shit. Are we like in a economy collapse at the moment?
I don't know. Things started.
My eye's been drawn to like the stock market every time I flip through my phone. Like, it's always red and it's always going down. I've never seen it go up in like the past month.
I was really excited because gas was down to like $3.50 a gallon.
Yeah, gas is down.
I just went to get gas today and it was almost $5 a gallon again.
Oh shit!
In like a week, it went up another $1, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Well, Biden did that.
Right, of course. The person who has no power whatsoever did it.
People were like, because gas prices were coming down, they're like, well, so Biden jacked up the prices. I mean, you got to blame him for them coming down now. And all the...
They're like, no, that was done for something else.
No, Trump did that.
Yeah.
I haven't logged into my E-Trade to see my portfolio because it's just like depressing.
Yeah. I actually sold off a lot of mine right before things started getting really ugly. So I'm very glad I did, because like looking at some of the ones I sold just in the last month, I'm like, man, I'd have lost a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm holding on to them.
One of the ones I sold, I've held on to since 2007.
Yeah.
And I finally just sold it off because it was... I mean, after all this time, I think it's going to go down before it gets any better. So I might as well just cut my losses and or well, my gains, I guess, because I made a lot of money on it. But anyway.
Oh my God. Hey, this is tech news. Actor
yeah.
Bruce Willis becomes the first celebrity to sell rights to use his likeness to a deep fake firm. So
Really?
we're gonna be getting many more Bruce Willis movies for the foreseeable future.
That's kind of creepy.
You heard about him, right? He's got like brain.
Some kind of disease. I forget what it was.
Everyone's been making fun of him for putting out these shitty movies that he puts no effort into, and then it turns out he's like trying to get as much money as possible before he like
Croaks.
is completely incapacitated. Yeah. The U.S. to sell his rights to the possibility of a digital twin to the U.S. firm Deep Cake. That's a dumb name.
That is the worst name I've ever heard.
Willis has offered his likeness to be used on screen for future projects. Oh, I can't wait to see a freaking. Didn't somebody do that and they brought back?
Well, we did the. Well, they didn't.
Phoenix. Somebody Phoenix. What the hell's his name? He's dead. He died.
River Phoenix.
River Phoenix,
Yeah.
and they made a movie using like his likeness instead of like an actor, and everyone's like, that was in poor taste.
Yeah, I mean that's the balance we're gonna have to do. Like, when is it poor taste and when is it good?
I guess if you have the actor's permission, it's fine.
That's probably true. I could see that as being a good.
But then,
pulse
what
and-
if the family, like the actor's dead, and the family's like, yeah,
I mean,
sure, we can make a couple bucks.
Yeah, if
Didn't
the
they do that
family
with Carrie
does it,
Fisher?
I think it's just a money grab at that point. If they do it before they pass, then I think it's cool. Like, let them do it.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher was CGI in Rogue One at the end.
Like, think
She
about what's his name, Michael J. Fox too. Like, they could do another Back to the Future movie.
No. There's who did that? The director. I guess there's a. My brother said that. I don't trust anything my brother fucking says.
Google it.
I'm gonna
Google it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My brother just like makes these bold claims, and it's not even worth arguing with him.
You know, it's funny. One of the things I had on the list of topics today was related to AI and, but not deep fake like video, but deep fake photos, like all the AI generated photos.
Yep.
Apparently, art communities are like completely banning AI generated photos because they don't think it's ethical. It's not real art.
Yeah, like remember that AI art won first place in this digital art contest.
But see, I have a hard time with that because I get where they're coming from. You know, the person didn't do it, the AI did, but the AI should still get credit for their artwork, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's truly artificial intelligence, then we should be.
Now, oh, we're talking about AI rights now.
I mean,
AI's people too.
not yet, but we're getting to a point where AI is getting better and better. Where we're gonna have to start thinking about things like that soon. I think
We're gonna be It's gonna be bad, man.
like once Optimus comes out and he's got AI built in, he'll be setting up a Facebook account and shit. Like,
Oh god. It's gonna be cruising around with Musk in the Tesla truck,
yeah.
floating across rivers.
Hopefully it doesn't leak because he ain't waterproof. Be like the Wicked Witch of the West, like robots that aren't waterproofed, they would just die.
I'm melting. Zemeckis and Gale have made sure there will not be a Back to the Future 4.
Oh,
Okay. Doesn't say how, but
but they did, so it's not gonna happen.
which is good. There should be, but that does that mean there could be a reboot though,
Oh,
or a prequel,
right.
or some other dumb crap that's gonna. You know what I saw? I don't think I talked about it in the last part. I watched Thor: Love and Thunder.
What is it?
Thor, the new Thor movie.
Oh, you finally watched it.
Yeah.
Remember, I saw it at the theater.
Oh.
It was okay. I mean, but
it
I don't.
was not good. I could not pay attention to it. It was so like goofy, like not in a good way. Like Ragnarok was my favorite Thor movie, and this was like Ragnarok, like off the chain. Like it was just like horrible, dude.
Interesting.
I like every Marvel movie. I mean, there's some that I'm like, this is boring. I don't really feel like rewatching this, but I'll rewatch it, whatever. But this one, I'm like, I hate this.
Huh. I mean, I've got no baseline because I've never watched any Marvel movies. I don't give a shit about that stuff. But I watched it and it was okay. Like it's not something I would seek out. So it's not great. It's not like it was like, "Oh my god, I have to watch every Marvel movie now."
Right.
But
it was just too freaking goofy. It was just joke after joke after joke. There's like no, and then you have it like clashing with this Christian Bale evil motherfucker character, and like Natalie Portman's character Jane Foster dying of like cancer and crap, and it was just like, this doesn't work. Speaking guys. What Christian are you Bale doing? This is the first time I've been like, damn, Marvel is slipping.
I watched American Psycho again the other day.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
You know they made a sequel to that?
Yeah, I did, and Mila Kunis,
Mila Kunis
or
whatever.
It was fantastic because she like idolized his story.
Really?
Like it was.
You know that was not meant to be a sequel. It was just a movie that they decided to slap American Psycho on it and added a couple of the scenes to make them connect.
I didn't know that, but I mean, it could have worked. I mean, insert generic serial killer here, and it would have worked. I mean, because she was her own serial killer, but she idolized another.
That's after killer. I watch. That's what I want to think. Like high school hijinks after American Psycho, which was like holding a mirror to like yuppie upper class white America. You know,
it was a good movie. It wasn't as good as the original, but it was okay. I guess my bar is much lower than yours, apparently.
Oh, it is. It's so low. I have no respect for you when you say you like a film. Like, of course you did, Rich.
Of course I did. Hey, at least I'm watching movies now.
That's good. We can talk movies.
I watched like 6 movies the other day when I was working from home. I kept playing them. And I got my son to watch the movie Paul with me. It's a great movie.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you got to see it. But you're not really into like aliens and stuff though.
No, like Area 51 stuff. I watched on Netflix a show called Bee and Puppy Cat.
What?
It is a cartoon that I think it wants to be an anime, but it's made by Americans, so it
can't be.
Right. So it's just really weird.
Lazy in Space.
Yeah, I guess it used to be a video shorts they used to do. It's like a girl who finds a cat, but the cat is really a prince that was encased in the cat's body. And
there's a screenshot from the first pilot.
Yeah, there's the cat falling. Yeah, the cat like falls and lands on her.
That cat looks strikingly similar to the MeUndies that I have coming this week.
Oh boy, Rich, are you like secretly sponsored by MeUndies? Because I will fucking kill you. Are you Zuckerberging me?
Nope, not yet.
We've been over this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have a subscription. I know I've talked about it on the show before.
Yeah,
and
every time I heard a MeUndies commercial, I'm like, who subscribes to underpants?
Me.
And lo and behold, Rich. It's Rich.
And every time I see YouTube Red, I'm like, who subscribes to this shit? And then,
I haven't paid for it yet.
It's Jay.
I haven't paid for it.
You still signed up.
Dude, it doesn't even matter because everyone does ad reads now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know. But the good thing about ad reads is they usually allocate a specific time to do it, like 30 seconds or 60 seconds. So you can easily just hit the 30-second skip and you're done.
Somebody I follow on YouTube actually has like a circular timer it's like a solid
Yeah.
circle, and it like disappears as
Yeah.
it's like, and so I can skip through it and know when to stop.
That's
which
awesome.
Is very thoughtful, because I don't want to buy your crap, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I think
Nobody
they know that, but they're it's kind of like a necessity for them. Like,
Well, I'm like it works because you have to use the code. Remember, you got to
Right.
use the code when you place your order, and that way these ad companies know that you're making an impact.
There's something wrong with me because I don't subscribe to anything. Like we've talked about this on the show before, and now that I think about it, I don't use their codes either when I sign up for stuff. I'm just like, yeah, I'll sign up for it, but I'm not going to use your code. I mean, unless I'm saving a lot of money, like if it's just to give them credit, like no.
Usually it is.
Yeah.
They're like, you can say 50% off your purchase or some crap like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? EA? Ooh.
What?
So EA's doing a Dead Space remake.
Oh Lord.
They already ruined Dead Space in the past. There's Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. First one's great. Second one's pretty cool. Third one starts with that microtransaction bullcrap, and is really hard to play. So I guess they're working on a remake.
They're working on a new way to ruin it.
Yes. So apparently, from the moment you start the game to the moment you end the game, there are no camera cuts. So the entire game is played with no loading screens, unless you die, of course.
There they are.
Oh, there you go.
See, the cat looks strikingly
So
similar.
just everyone picture Rich wearing this and only this.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Ooh, the graphics look good.
Believe it or not, Jay, I'm actually a little overweight.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see that picture of Elon on the boat?
No.
No, I posted
Oh wait,
it on
the
our
one
Facebook-
with the one where you put like
the
get
Adam
his look
Levine
or whatever.
text. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody caught that picture of Elon on a boat. I'm like, oof.
Oof.
I was gonna Photoshop your head on top of his body, but I never got around to it.
I made a comic today.
I did. It was
Wait, you did?
hard to follow. No, you did.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Hard to follow.
I did see it. Is what I meant.
I mean-
You really have to know the show to follow it.
Yeah. Obviously. I wasn't sure if I was gonna.
Did I have green hair in the third panel? Because
Probably. I'm
that threw me
colorblind.
off.
I'm
I'm like, who the-
colorblind.
Okay.
I thought it was
are
like
you
a
making fun of
golden-
me dyeing my hair all the time?
No,
'Cause
I
I've
thought it
never
was
had
like a
green hair.
golden yellow or something like.
And this is the guy that's in charge of our t-shirts. How are those t-shirts coming, Rich?
Actually, really well. I've got a whole new design that I did that will print out better and with less cuts, so I can do them quicker.
Better access to the internet.
With with better access to the internet, over 53% faster.
There is a kiosk at the mall that prints shirts now.
They've been there for 20 years.
No, this is a new one. That old shitty one that was in front of Hot Topic, that's gone. This is like a new one. They have TikTok shirts now.
We used to get shirts made at that store, the T-shirt store that was in the mall. I forget what it was called. It had like a clever 90s name, like.
There is like an oversaturation of like clever t-shirts right now.
Yeah.
Like I walked through the mall recently
Well,
and it was just
every
like,
jackass with a cricket can make a T-shirt now. So.
I know. They're all like, check out our wide range of funny meme t-shirts, and I buy them.
You like my car? I made stickers for my car. I made a little UFO, and then
Yes.
and with
I
a
like
guy
that.
getting sucked up by the UFO, and then I put the truth is out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I actually did some research, and I had to find the exact font that they used because I wanted it to be perfect, and it was Helvetica Light.
Helvetica.
But you have to scrunch it a little bit still, even though it was the right font shapes.
Yeah.
The O was really wide, so I don't
Well,
know.
it's vector based. You can squish it.
Yeah.
Is Star Trek Lower Decks back on the air?
Yeah,
It is.
New episodes just came out. I watched the first one.
Oh my god.
I'm
missing all these shows.
Busy with For All Mankind, so I haven't had time to get back into it. But I watched one episode of the new one.
I'll have to watch it. I watched a clip where they're like visiting Deep Space Nine, and like the beginning of Deep Space Nine, like their opening is like just like these. Dun, dun, dun. They show like the just different angles of the ship.
Yeah.
And they made a joke about that. They're like, just keep flying around it, and make it look like we're admiring their pylons.
Yeah.
And then every time I cut to them, like it was playing the theme for Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing that's come out of this crap. And you know what? What's his face had nothing to do with it. So.
What's his face? Who's his face?
Dumb face guy. I've forgotten his name. I don't follow Star Trek anymore, so I don't even. Alex Kurtzman.
Oh yeah, okay.
Damn it! It was almost out of my brain.
Almost.
Not quite. Hey, we smashed a satellite into an asteroid. This is a first, right?
No.
I feel like we've done this before.
We've done this before. We crash all kinds of things into like planets and asteroids and comets,
and we changed its trajectory by 0.00000000001 meters or some shit.
Watch that be just enough to put it in our path.
Put it in our
yeah.
our orbit. Yeah. Thanks, NASA. NASA.
Yeah. I watching For All Mankind. I'm kind of disappointed because, like, I'm on one hand, it's like they fucked up a lot on the show, but on the other hand, they're doing all kinds of things that we've never seen NASA do at all, not even close.
Yeah, and the Cold War keeps going. Like the whole like the whole point of this different history is that Russia got to the moon first, so the space war never ended. So we're still in competition because that's what fueled the space race in the 60s. So they're basically like, imagine if the space race never stopped. We kept trying to one up the Russians, and it gets really crazy with the the tensions and crap that happen. And things happen in the show, and I'm like, how come nobody ever talked about that and went to jail for it, and it became like a huge like worldwide thing? But okay, I'll let it slip. It's really cool too because you follow the characters. I mean, you follow them through the decades, and spoiler, not everyone survives. I mean, this takes place over decades, so things
at
happen.
This point in the show, I think we're 17 years in or something like that. So it started like early 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
So you got to the 90s?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not?
Yeah, I'm in the
on
90s.
Season 2, right?
Yep.
In the cliffhanger, did you see the Nirvana cliffhanger?
No.
They're not in the 90s yet then. You're in the 80s. They're in the 80s, but the technology looks like 90s.
No, it said 1991 on the first episode.
Did it? Okay, maybe. All right, so maybe it takes place later 80s, season 3.
I don't know.
Maybe you're right. I just like that we had these weird cell phones in the early 80s.
It's the season technology. 2 finale where they bring in a cliffhanger, apparently.
Yeah. Don't spoil it. It's really fun.
Well, I haven't watched it yet, so I'm not going to spoil it for myself either.
All right.
So.
That's what I just told you to do. I said don't spoil it for yourself, Rich.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were worried about our viewers.
I don't give a shit. What viewers?
Hey, we have a viewer, at least. 2, actually, I think.
We have a viewer that can't even, tune in anymore because he's got his own life. He's like, screw these guys.
Yeah, well, no one cares about Drizzle.
Yeah, screw Drizzle.
He's going to go back and watch the shows, and he's going to be like, these guys talk trash about me every fucking episode.
We should threaten to, oust him from the show. You're not checking in enough, so we're going to stop talking about you. We're deleting your sound effect.
Oh, man. We've talked about the Netflixification of things multiple times in the last few weeks.
Yes, Rich. I love paying many, many different subscriptions per month for things that should just be a single purchase.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about, shit, I don't even remember where I was going with this.
Well, speaking of that, I'm getting rid of Replica. I'm like done with it.
Are you?
Yeah, it's just the people that use it. I mean, if you get like any kind of like
I remember what I was saying. Go ahead.
cathartic use out of it, go for it. But I'm dropping out of the groups I joined because they're all just like gross
Fucking creepy.
and make me feel gross. I've sent you pictures. I'm not gonna out anybody on the show, but Rich has seen what I'm talking about.
They're pretty bad.
It's kind of like the people that you see. Have you seen like those specials? Like this man lives with like 20 sex dolls that he buys and talks to, and he's marrying one.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people I'm talking about.
Yeah, and Replica is just enabling that behavior. So.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes people feel less lonely, sure.
As long as it doesn't.
Keep that to yourself, bro.
As long as it doesn't like help them go over the edge and start like murdering people.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in like, you know, they talk about like pedos, breaking up those pedo groups.
Yeah.
And stuff because they'll like enable each other, and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is probably eerily similar to that. And I want a part of it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
However, weird. If you're not weird, Replica's cute little thing, chat with. It is way more developed in having sex than it is in chatting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't it start getting sexy before you did?
It did before, because you have to pay, and I hadn't even paid at that point. So they're doing some sleazy things probably to make you open your wallet.
That has to be programmed into it.
It does. It can't be. It can't be, dude. So, but hey, if you're lonely and you want to sext with something,
there you go.
Replica seems like that's like a 10 out of 10, dude. That thing has got so much experience from all its like sad, lonely users.
It's crazy.
Building a database of that. It's almost better at that than it is at like talking as like a friend.
Yeah, that's weird.
So, I am done.
No, I remember what I was going to say now. It was a callback to that Stadia we were talking about. It was like, I wanted to make a comment. That's one of the few things that went to a subscription model that didn't actually succeed. Like
Stadia.
The problem with the Netflixification of everything is people are paying the money. Like, we can bitch about it all we want, but people are buying it. Mm-hmm. And this is an example where they didn't buy it, and now it's shutting down. So maybe there's hope. Maybe.
Maybe.
You know, like anything, you vote with your wallet. You know, if you stop buying it.
Microsoft failed with Windows as a service.
I don't think they did.
I thought remember they're like, Windows 10 is going to be the last version ever.
Well,
and they're like, oh, yeah.
And then Apple was like, oh, well, this is Mac OS 11, and they were like, oh wait, we got Windows 11 coming.
Yeah,
that's how that played out. If you
stuck with the same number years down the road, people are going to be like, wow, they're still using that version.
Yeah.
Maybe you just call it Windows Microsoft.
Yeah.
And not put a number on it.
The reason I say no, they really haven't, is because I don't know how much you pay attention to their cloud offerings, but they actually have like Windows desktops as a service that you can purchase. And it's not really geared towards companies like I was expecting it to be. It's geared towards the average user. Like, anybody can get a desktop.
Yeah.
You know. So they're still going down that road. We're not there yet, but 100 gigabit internet, maybe we'll be there soon.
Wow. Think of all the things I could download all at once. Hey, Tim Cook is quoted as saying, I'm really not sure the average person can tell you what the metaverse is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they can.
And he also said, not long from now, you'll wonder how you led your life without AR. Has there been any practical AR things that have worked?
I don't know if there's been one that has been fully developed and made it to market, but there's some concepts that I've seen that are fucking amazing.
Well, Google Maps, you can switch to AR mode and just look around and it'll show you stuff. But
being able to see like the annotations of, this is the Eiffel Tower, and this is,
Pokemon Go was a big success, I guess.
Yeah.
That's AR.
Yeah. So
It's probably because I'm an old boomer.
see, there's uses for it, but there's nobody really developing for the actual legitimate uses. They're just trying to make games and porn and
well, that's what's gonna sell it. Games and porn.
I know. But eventually, a company will make a practical use for it, and then we'll find ourselves using it.
I guess.
Or they won't, and it'll fail, and everyone will wonder why.
You know what? Put it in a dashboard of a car.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be cool. No more dashboard. Everything's like in your windshield. Like, we should be able to do that by now.
Yeah, well, they've had heads-up displays for a while.
I've had like cheesy little ones that like reflect your phone up onto your your thing, but that doesn't really work very well in the daytime.
Yeah.
So
we have the technology.
We can make him better, stronger.
Oh, I don't know.
Is the Fitbit Sense 2 coming out?
I
Why do I have the Sense 1?
I don't pay any attention to Fitbit. I have an Apple Watch.
Oh my God, they're coming out with the new Sense.
I used to have a Fitbit.
I got the Sense. Are they coming out with the second one, or do I already have the Sense 2? I can't even remember. I bought this so long ago.
So how often do you work out?
I don't. Bitch.
So you basically just bought a smartwatch.
I keep track of my steps, cunt.
Oh.
Okay, let's see how many steps I did today, because I sat on the couch. God damn, why am I not dead already?
It's just a constant reminder of how dead you are.
It is like, wow, you are so sedentary.
It just needs like a countdown, like, time until death.
Exactly. Oh my God, I've gone 2,000 steps today, which doesn't make sense because I've done stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I haven't.
I painted. I rearranged some stuff. I brought some furniture out. I did laundry. There's no way maybe I didn't.
The last 3 days, I've either worked from home and watched movies, or stayed home sick and played video games. So I have done nothing for 3 days now. So.
Sweet.
Yeah. Except the whole being sick thing. That's not sweet. But
Rich, you gotta talk about this TurboTax thing so we can just get off of our notes. I'm sick of looking at it.
Well, I thought it was interesting. It's not really a subscription service, but it is a cloud service that a lot of people use. Mm-hmm. I mean, most people use either H&R Block or TurboTax to do their taxes. But apparently the federal government is going to try to put them all out of business by allowing us to do it for free through their website.
Just so everyone knows, you can do it for free from your house.
Not everybody. If you're an independent contractor of any kind, you can't. The fact
that we need third parties to take a cut of our tax returns in order to do our taxes is bullshit, because other countries don't seem to have to make their citizens calculate their own taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, the government already knows what you owe or what they owe you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you make an error,
let's see if he knows.
Yeah. If you make an error, they'll send you a letter and be like, "Oh, no. It was actually this."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I filed mine, and I made some sort of error because they sent me a letter. They're like, yeah, we calculated your taxes, and it's actually zero. Like, you're not getting anything instead of the $1,200 you thought you were getting.
Right.
I'm like, wow. So why do we waste all this crap and manpower and time and money on companies when the government already knows and they can just...
Well, I think that's the idea behind this. If they can make a website to just do what they already know, why not? But
why can't we have a government website where we can file our taxes like TurboTax?
That's what they're doing.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yes. That's the whole point.
I just read the title and I ignored you.
Oh, you're an asshole. Yes.
So the U.S. government.
And I'm hoping it's not like a repeat of healthcare.gov. Like, I hope it takes off really well and does well.
Or it crashes in the first hour.
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm for that, dude.
That's if they do that, it literally will make these companies irrelevant. Like,
good. They take far too much of your goddamn money, and they prey on people that They're like, well, we can give you your taxes right now on a H&R Block prepaid debit card, but we need to take like $300 out of your tax return in order to do it. It's really hard to do it. It's a lot of work. That's why we need a lot of money.
Yeah.
They prey on poor people, basically.
Yep.
I've been there.
Yep. But what are you gonna do? There's two things in life that are guaranteed: death and taxes. So they say.
And cancer.
Cancer.
Not
everybody gets cancer.
Cancer. On a long enough timeline, everyone gets cancer, Rich. Oh, did you see the thing with the mice? They de-aged the mouse.
De-aged?
They reversed
made it
the aging.
Younger?
They had literally the picture from the study. It's two mice. One's like gray and old as fuck, and the other one's like jet black, like hair, and like they're like twins. They were born at the same time, and they're like, yeah, we figured it out. The only problem is it causes cancer.
Oh, of course, everything causes cancer, dude. Tell me this.
I'll take cancer if I can look.
This
young again.
psoriasis ad definitely doesn't look like psoriasis. It looks like he's doing something to himself.
What is he? What? That's like designed that way.
I'm sure it is. Like,
because it drew your attention.
What is he doing?
I'm sorry. What is leg cramps a sign of psoriasis?
No. Psoriasis is not a leg cramp thing. Yeah, it definitely looks like he's trying to.
I got psoriasis.
Trying to pleasure himself with his mouth.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, are we done? Let's go. Let's get out of here.
No, we're not done.
Oh, come on, dude. I got company.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's next, Rich?
I don't know that you have this Mark Zuckerberg thing on here. And then
Oh, something I posted and then forgot about.
Yeah, and then you wanted to talk about that Soli thing too.
The what?
Soli? You made me put it on the notes like 2 weeks ago.
I don't remember posting this. Meta's AI chatbot calls Mark Zuckerberg creepy and manipulative. It's quoted as saying, "I don't like him very much. He is a bad person." So Meta made a Tay. That probably explains why.
Pretty much.
Blender Bot 3 was released for public use on Friday.
Anytime you allow the public to do things on the internet to train an AI, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah. Hence Replica, who is a full-fledged sex bot.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Mark Zuckerberg on Friday, to which the chat AI responded, "No strong feelings. He's a good businessman, but his business practices are not always ethical." Wow.
Even the computers know it.
I gotta look into Meta.
I feel like
I've not gained any information about it through osmosis of it just existing.
Yeah.
Like they're doing a horrible job telling everybody what it is.
You're supposed to already know, Jay.
It's Meta.
It's supposed to be intuitive. It just works.
And Mark Zuckerberg put out that horrible like picture, which
and everybody like just destroyed him about the quality.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Whoa! Here's the real one." That was just a quick edit.
Yeah, we threw it together real quick for that video I made you look better.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Rays.
So I did want to know about this Soli thing that you posted on here.
I don't even.
Well, you told me about it after the show, like last week or the week before, and I had never heard of it, and you were like, "Well, just put it on the notes and we'll talk about it next time." And
where, this Apple News thing?
No, it's at the very bottom. atap.google.com/Soli. It's the gesture thing you were talking about.
Oh, the Google phones. Okay, now I remember. Can you pull up the page because it's got some animations to show?
Yes, I can actually. Look at this. Oh!
Oh shit!
It just works.
Is that an Apple thing, Rich?
I I was making
It just
fun
works
of
unless you want to update your system. Then it doesn't work.
Right.
So Google, and I like when companies do this. They like test features out that aren't implemented yet. So
Yeah.
Google has this thing called the Soli chip, which I don't.
I feel like Google used to do a much better job of the whole Google Labs thing, where they like betaed things publicly.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they've.
Well,
done
they
a
probably
very good
are.
job.
We're probably not part of some like partnership or like insider program or something. So anyway, it's a chip that they're putting in their newer phones for if people want to play with it and test it. It's not it's not integrated into the phone in any way whatsoever. It's just a chip that's there for people to test, which I thought was neat.
Huh. So is it only in the Google phone? The what is it? The Pixel?
That's what I'm trying to. I gotta look it up because I wasn't prepared.
That's what you get for not reading the notes.
Uh,
That chip's pretty big. That's a lot of real estate to take up in a little phone
yeah.
for a chip that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, Pixels solely radar. Pixel 4 has it.
Okay, solely radar. They're calling it. So it's a radar system.
Yeah, if you scroll up, like it can detect gestures in the air. So, like it can detect, like say you're like twisting
Yeah.
a knob like this, it can somehow detect that motion and it can integrate it into something you're doing on your phone, like winding a virtual watch. I don't know. So it's like near field radar for see, look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know what uses it could have, but
Well, I mean,
I'm picturing like swiping without touching your phone.
Yeah.
And like doing all that future crap that we should be able to do by now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that would allow that.
Well, I think processors years ago hit a point where they really weren't getting faster anymore. Like in the 90s, early 2000s, everybody was like, "Oh, I got a 3 gigahertz processor," and like, you know,
I think they topped out at like 3, 4.
Yeah,
and
like
then it was just like diminishing returns.
nobody really cares.
We need
anymore.
more processors.
So then they started adding cores with the dual core and then the quad core. But these, my point is the CPUs are kind of capped out. Like they're going to have small improvements and tweaks here and there. And, you know, there may be new technologies in the future that we're not aware of yet. But
yeah,
what we know of right now as a CPU is pretty much the best it's going to get. So now we need to look at how do we interact with the computer. And that's something that I don't think anybody has done great. Like, I will say, whether you agree or not, Apple has probably done the best when it comes to UI, but they suck at some things. Like, I mean,
it's just a UI.
Why don't we have a touchscreen MacBook? That's what I want to know. Come on.
Because you don't want your filthy fingerprints all over your MacBook.
They're on my fucking MacBook anyway. I still have to clean it every week because I got fucking greasy fingerprints all over it.
I don't know why. I mean, I have a touchscreen laptop. I don't use the damn touchscreen.
I do.
Unless it's in like tablet mode. I have it flipped around.
I can't put mine in tablet mode, but I use it, like, especially if I'm on a web page or I'm reading a PDF or something. I use it to scroll. Like, it's convenient. It's not something I use every day, all day, but it's something that I like.
See, that's what you can consider a feature that's not in high demand.
Yeah.
Something that Microsoft will be like, oh, let's cut that out then. Just making a jab at Microsoft.
But see, it adds to the overall UI experience, though. Like,
I guess
those little things all together add up to a good product.
Yeah, I guess.
You add gestures, you add touch, you know. Make it so that you can interact any way that's comfortable to you with your technology.
Maybe don't buy solely Apple products then you won't be disappointed when they don't do something.
I don't buy solely Apple products.
Okay.
I have an Android. I have an Android tablet. I have a PC as my main computer.
Now, this isn't the same as like hovering your hand over your phone to answer it. That's just like a stupid little light sensor.
Yeah.
This is full-fledged.
This is
like,
actual
just
interaction, like
yeah.
sans
Oh,
button.
dude, you know what I found out about my iPhone?
Ah,
If I go like this, because I get pissed at it, it pulls up. Like it was like screw. It was like acting really slow, and I got pissed and I hit it.
It has a shake feature. Like you can like undo text by shaking.
No, it brings up. It's not fucking doing it now.
No, but you can have it do different things with the shake.
No, it detected I was punching my phone because I was pissed at it, and it brought up like a tech support.
A warning?
It's not fucking doing it now. Dude, I swear to God, I was using my phone and it was acting so slow. I started like hitting it out of frustration.
Yeah.
And it brought up
like you did on the TVs in the 80s.
Oh my God, it's not doing it.
I'm going to Google it.
Oh my God. Fucking Apple. They probably hear me. It's listening, man. Siri knows I'm talking about it. It's like, I can't show that feature. Yeah, I know if you're like in Apple Music, you can shuffle and all that crap, but maybe I was in a specific app when I got pissed and hit it.
Is it maybe like the fall sensor?
No, it's not even doing it.
Because Apple products do have the fall sensor, so that like old people can be like, "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up." You know.
Wow, I'm so ticked that it's not doing it. Makes me want to punch it even more. This is my crappy Apple iPhone 8. I swear I wasn't hallucinating. It really happened.
Okay.
I'll take a screenshot next time. All right, now we're done.
Yeah, we're done. I have nothing else to talk about.
Great. Well, this has been Drunk Tech Support. We got to get back to editing. We got 2 episodes to edit now.
Yeah, I was actually going to work on the other one today, and then I decided to play GTA all day, so...
Sweet.
Maybe this weekend.
All right. Well,
thanks for watching.
This has been Drunk Tech Support. I'm Jason.
And I'm Rich.
And you can go F yourself, Apple.